They say wealth shapes kingdoms, crowns rulers, and changes the fate of nations. In the ancient world, no name echoed with more mystery and grandeur than King Solomon, son of David, ruler of Israel, and the man the Bible describes as the wisest and richest king to ever live. His kingdom stretched across trade routes that linked the Mediterranean, Africa, and Arabia. He commanded armies, built magnificent temples, and accumulated wealth so vast that even today, historians and archaeologists argue about where it went and whether the legendary treasure of Solomon still lies hidden somewhere, waiting to be discovered. Solomon's story begins nearly 3,000 years ago. According to the Hebrew Bible, he ascended the throne of Israel after the death of his father, King David. Unlike his warrior father, Solomon was known for wisdom. The famous story tells that when God offered him anything, he did not ask for riches or long life, but wisdom to rule his people. Pleased by this humility, God granted him both wisdom and extraordinary wealth. This combination would shape his reign and transform Jerusalem into one of the richest and most powerful cities of the ancient world. The true source of Solomon's wealth lay in trade. His kingdom sat on crossroads between great civilizations. To the west lay Egypt, to the east Mesopotamia, and to the south the spice and gold trade of Arabia and Africa. Solomon struck alliances and trade agreements that funneled caravans of wealth into his kingdom.
We are honored to be
His
here,
fleet
King
of ships, built in partnership with King Hiram of Tyre, sailed down the Red Sea and across the known world, bringing back treasures that astonished even the ancient chroniclers. The Bible describes exotic cargoes of gold, silver, ivory, apes, and peacocks arriving at Solomon's court. Every 3 years, fleets returned loaded with unimaginable riches. Tribute poured in from vassal states and foreign kings. In the Book of Kings, it is written that the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 666 talents of gold. By modern calculations, that would be nearly 25 tons, worth billions in today's money. Gold became so common in Jerusalem that silver was said to be worthless. But Solomon's greatest work was not only in accumulating treasure, it was in building monuments that still capture the imagination of the world. He constructed the first temple in Jerusalem, a structure lined with cedar wood, overlaid with pure gold, and filled with sacred artifacts. This was the temple that housed the Ark of the Covenant, the chest said to contain the 10 Commandments. Around this temple grew a palace complex of unimaginable scale. Gardens, courtyards, and halls decorated with precious stones and metals. Jerusalem shone as the crown jewel of the ancient world. His wisdom became as famous as his wealth. Legends say that rulers from distant lands came to hear his judgments. The most famous of these was the Queen of Sheba, who traveled from the south, what is today Ethiopia or Yemen, bringing a caravan of spices, gold, and precious stones. She tested Solomon with riddles and found him wiser than any man she had met. The meeting between Solomon and Sheba became one of the most famous encounters of the ancient world, symbolizing the global reach of his influence. But all kingdoms rise and all kingdoms fall. After decades of prosperity, Solomon's reign ended in turmoil. He had built his wealth on heavy taxation and forced labor, which created resentment among his people. His alliances through marriage to foreign princesses angered religious leaders, who saw it as a compromise of faith. When Solomon died, his empire split into rival kingdoms, and the golden age of Israel faded. The vast treasure he had gathered became the stuff of legend, its fate a mystery that has haunted history ever since. So what happened to the treasure of Solomon? The Bible is silent on its